Okay, SEN Track analyst Dean Watling is standing by. Hello, Deano.
Afternoon, fellas.
Now, last week, Dean, your best of the day. The names eluded me, but it's a place, a town, or something. Your best of the day won. Switzerland, that's it. Won at about $3. And the great man's on YouTube too, by the way.
I think. You're actually a lot better looking than how you sound.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Quite a handsome man.
I love a good backhand compliment.
No, Dean, you are as good looking as you sound, which is terrific. And then you also tipped the hot pot, which everyone was spruiking to win, to get beaten. So you nailed both of those. Well done, young fella.
Yeah, thank you. I think a couple of them disappointing. I think the Hawkesbury one was very disappointing. Reasonable. She was backed off the map, but wasn't to be. But we're back again this week. A couple of shorties to go around, but there's a couple of really juicy races. The Coolmore, the Group 1 in Sydney, we'll touch on soon. It's a cracking race where you can sort of back a couple at a big price.
What about this? This is what I love in a tipster, right? So he's had a stellar weekend, as he does most weekends.
Yep.
But he's the one who quickly brings up the miss. He brought it up, and that's what we love. He's there's no BS about our man.
Humble as they come.
Very humble.
Humble and handsome, I would say.
Humble and handsome.
Sure,
exactly right. Righto, Deano. We've got pens at the ready. What do you got for us this week?
Yep, a really good meeting in Sydney. It's the last week before the Golden Slipper, so the 2-year-olds are probably up in lights. Race 3 is the Magic Night, so it's for the fillies, their last chance to put their hand up and make a claim to get in the Slipper next week. I think Fly is the horse I really want to be with. We saw the favourite, Anisa, come out today. She obviously ran in the Blue Diamond, so that's a positive. Fly should get the 1-1. 1,200 metre start at Rosehill, boys, is from the chute, so you want to sort of land in the first 4 and running. Anything further back than that, you're in trouble. So we kick off race 3, number 3, Fly. Race 4 is for the boys. It's the Pago. Shinzo won this race last year, then went on to win the Slipper the following week. Chris Waller has a similar style horse by the name of Gatsby's.
Yep.
He's a terrific horse. First up, he was dominant there at Canterbury. The horse that ran second, come out won by 5 lengths. He's down on Wednesday. I think he's a proper Group 1 colt. I think he'll turn up and spank these. Inside draw's perfect. He is my best bet of the day. So they're the 2 shorties we'll kick off with in the first couple of races. And then we go to the feature. Race 8, it's the Coolmore Stakes, Group 1 for the mares and the fillies. One at a big price. Number 4, Vienna Princess. Chris Waller has a good hand in this race, but I think this mare is the one that's probably most well placed. Gate 8 suit. She was good first up, a little bit of a sit and sprint entree. And now the main course, second up into a Group 1. I think she'll explode on a firm Rosehill surface. So they're the 3 at Rosehill. Race 3, number 3, race 4, number 7, and race 8, number 4. And I know, Sugar, you want something out wide. Gosford, race 2, number 6, Jamaican Money. There's no odds just yet, but whatever the odds are, we'll be jumping on. That runs on Saturday at Gosford. So I really like that. That could be, I'll be there on course on a Bucks party, so it could be a bit rowdy if it lands. Jamaican Money.
Hey, Deano, before we get off Rosehill, can I just ask you, I've got a couple of tips. One, race 5, number 3, Lindemann. Do you like that at all, or have you got a view on that?
Yep, it should just turn up and win. I think there's nothing really else in the race. Just fine was awful first up. Do respect the stable, but it's Lindemann's birthday, I think.
Okay, what about in the Far Lap Stakes? I've been tipped Saltcoats. Saltcoats, number 5.
That's what I have on. Yeah, that's what I have on top. He's a really nice horse. He probably brings a little bit different form. They're all sort of taking turns, the other lot. I had him on top. J-Mac inside gate. I don't think you can go wrong with Saltcoats.
Beautiful, mate. Anywhere else you want to go to Caulfield or the All-Star Mile, or where do you want to go?
Yeah, we can touch on the All-Star Mile. It's a tricky meeting in Caulfield. All-Star Mile is a little bit lackluster this year, but I'm going to take on Mr. Brightside. Pride of Jenny is the horse I'm going to side with. She's just got this knack where she can put herself up on speed, go at these clips that not many horses can keep up with. And I think that's the only jink in Mr. Brightside's armour. He is a terrific champion of the turf, but gate 11 is going to get a long way back, and Pride of Jenny will have him strung out. So I think this is the week that I'm going to chime in and back against him, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but I think we're getting a juicy enough price, about $3.60, about Pride of Jenny.
Just before we let you go, Deano, now I only caught this second hand, so I'm not really across the story I should be, but Chris Waller and the All-Star Mile, there was some ruckus about that. Has he got no representation, or what's happened there?
Yeah, no representation again this year. He did send a letter, though, down there to explain his stance on it. I think it's more so the programming. So he's obviously really well. He's sort of a historical stable where they set their horses up and have them planned out a long way, and it just doesn't fit in with a lot of horses set up. So I think we'll see a change in the race next year. I think it'll go to a handicap maybe set up. They'll bring back the slots where maybe the public can vote. They've got to change it up because this year it didn't fare too well. A lot of horses went elsewhere. The prize money's great, but it doesn't fit the program really with Sydney at all. So they're going to have to change it up this next year for sure.
Dean Watling, and it appears where, and by the way, you can get your full suite at deanwatling.com, but it feels as though it's not in the rundown, but it appears that there's a new segment called Dial Up Deano because the open line has melted down wanting to speak to you, starting with Chris from Ballarat. Hello, Chris. Chris is just trying to get through here. The tourist is sorting that out. Chris from Ballarat, who's going to open up Dial Up with Deano ahead of your Saturday.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's good. Here he is, Chris from Ballarat. Hello, mate.
Afternoon, boys. I think Deano needs a sting, and the tourists might actually have it lined up.
Oh, hang on a minute.
John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market, is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few. And in the case of Eric...
Yeah, that's good, Chris.
That's great.
That's good, Chris. Chris comes from the
That
bat
is
phone.
good.
Anything else you got for Deano, Chris?
No, I just couldn't resist that one, boys. So
Well played.
Nice.
Well played.
You get it. You
well
get
played.
it, mate.
There's more calls coming through as well. Looks like it's going to be a segment, our Dial Up Deano. 1300 1170. The golf box prize up for grabs for this as well, if you wish to have your say. Anything else you like, Deano, before we get to this caller?
I'm trying to think outside.
What about your Broncos?
Yeah, I do like them tonight. I think we underrated maybe the loss of Procura in the first couple of minutes there, pushed obviously category out to this edge. I think that ruined our forwards. I think back on a normal playing surface and width, et cetera, I think we'll dominate tonight. And mate, Bunnies might go 0-3 to open the season. If they lose tonight, they've got the Roosters next week.
Yeah,
Mate, look at their draw through to about round
tricky.
11. It is
Rough.
UGLY. No need for an alibi, I can tell you that much. Socky, and they conceded 36 points on a mod field. That was the concern. There you go. Are we taking any more Dial Up Deanos, tourists? No, we've got to go. Okay, thank you very much, Dean. We appreciate your time.
Anytime, boys. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy tonight.
As I said, if you want the whole suite, deanwatling.com is the way to do that.